Hi, folks. My name is Jay Amerlinson, and I'm a transformation engineering lead here at Software AG and a specialist in the Eris platform. And today we're doing another in our Art of the Possible series, talking about Eris best practices, the kind of thing that come up and you should want to think about when you're looking at using the Eris platform in your organization. Now, today we're going to be talking about one of the really important ways we can connect the things we do inside of our organization with the end results we provide to our customers. And that is through the lens of customer journey mapping. Now, if you're not doing customer journey mapping today, that's all right. But I'm sure a lot of the organizations, the people who are listening to this video right now, are either doing it at a very high level or have at least thought about customer journey mapping. Now, let's ask that question. What is customer journey mapping? So a business process might look at the set of steps that are required to be executed inside the company by its employees to achieve business goals and provide capabilities to the organization. A customer journey flips that script. And instead of taking a look at something from the perspective of the company and who does things, we take a look at it from the perspective of the customer. What is their process to be able to achieve the services and products, to acquire the services and products that we offer at our organization? Now, as a note for you, don't be worried. When I say customer, it could also be an internal customer. I have a lot of my clients using Eris customer journey mapping to track how internal customers consume internal shared services. So a perfect example is if you're like a business consulting team inside of a large organization, you could have rules of engagement driven by the customer's experience of different BUs and projects engaging with your services as part of the business analysis phase of their project. So let's leave that on the table. That does also exist. However, for right now, what we're going to look at in this example in particular is a fictitious car company, the United Motor Group. We made it up for demonstration. And one of the different journeys that one of their customers might go on for test driving a car. Now, we're going to use customer journey as a lens through which we can analyze how a customer might perceive our services, where they're finding success in the services we provide, as in they're experiencing moments of truth, they're finding that they're relying on and bumping into best practices, which are making their experience positive, and where our customer is struggling a little bit, maybe where they're running into pain points, and those moments of truth are actually negative. They're saying, well, actually, maybe this isn't the place for me. Now, I've got an example of a customer journey map called up here in Eris. Now, there's lots of ways of documenting customer journey maps. This is simply one of them, but I happen to like it because it talks and focuses on persona by persona, very straight line process steps. So what is this scenario for this persona? And so now we've got our test drive journey. We've got 6 different steps. Customers enter the store, goes to reception, they talk to the salesperson, they talk about requirements, they sit in the car and do a test drive, then they configure their future car, and then they leave the store with a report. And what we want to do is make sure that this is a seamless process for someone coming in. Now, to do that, we've cataloged and we've documented a couple of important things about each of these customer journey steps. The first is going to be, and you can see on the left side, all these rows are called out by what they are. The first is going to be our customer touch points. So here is the bridge, and this is one of the things we're going to be talking about as we look at how things connect in together. This is our bridge between an internal process and our customer's journey. In this example, I've got, here's a customer touch point at the store, a customer touch point at the reception desk, customer touch point in the conversation booth, a customer touch point when we do the test car, a customer touch point with our in-store configurator, and a configuration report which touches our customer. So these are things that we're going to use as keying between internal processes and our customer's experience. And then we've got things that we're capturing. Now, some of these things come from feedback forms that customers provide, so we can integrate that in. And in a future video series, you can maybe see something more about our RESTful API, or we can simply import flat files with things like customer feedback scores and reports. But here's an example of customers feeling annoyed there are no parking spots, or they're happy, they think it's nice that sales representatives apologize for bad parking, or here's a story we are telling that go through the different emotions a customer might be feeling. We can also talk about who is responsible. So we're getting the organization that is leading the process step on our side that is interacting with our customer step in this particular phase, as well as the channel that they're using to interact with the customer. So sometimes the channel is an in-store channel in person, some of them might be a website channel. We could have mobile channels. We're just trying to do channel analysis, figure out how is our customer interacting with us? Where should we focus our development on? We can also capture other things like tie in with risks, direct tie in with internal process steps, tie in with data. So like inputs and outputs, our systems like our car configurator website, as well as strategic initiatives we have that tie directly in with these customer steps, or KPIs that we're looking to measure on each of these customer journey steps. And all this stuff can be documented in Eris. And a really cool part about all this, and I'll click on one of these customer journey, customer touch points, is that the way that Eris works with this column is that all the relationships are automatically assumed from what's in that column. So for instance, this in-store car configurator is supported by all these things related to the configure vehicle, related to customer configures future car, associated with this emotion, associated with a risk, associated with a channel or a system, the website. We can see all these relationships are all automatically assumed as a result of being in this column, which is pretty cool. There's also something really important that we're about to do, is I want to tie in and see where on my processes this in-store configurator is being called up, what internal processes are creating this configurator that is running to help my customer understand that. And so in this properties menu, I'm actually going to go to related models and find what other models is this on. Well, let's go to my internal process, customer qualification, and you can see it navigates me right over here to my configure vehicle step. So now I can use this customer touch point as that keystone between my internal process of customer qualification and my customer's process of test drive on their journey. And so now I know if I've got challenges here, I can use this as a justification and as a driver for making changes in my internal process. And now my tech tip of the day for this one, there are specific reports. This is actually something that it's important to know that context is important in reporting. And that's going to come up right here as well, because different types of models and different types of objects have different reports that become available to you based off what they are. When you're creating a report, you can select which types of models that report applies to, which types of objects. We call it the context. And in this example, our test drive, our customer journey, has a specific type of report associated with it called Analyze Customer Experience. And what do you know? This report is actually pretty cool. It looks really nice. It's got some slick graphics that kick out some interesting insights about your journey right here. So let's open this up and see what it shows us. Customer goes, oh, well, now we have our feelings. We have our emotions and thoughts. We have whether or not these are best practices or pain points. We have some statistics. So our customer touch points are pain points. Half of them are pain points. That's crazy. We should probably improve that. One of my internal processes, which is what we've already navigated to, and we saw that by manually clicking through, is affected by a pain point. And we have importance and feelings, which can be cataloged and categorized on it. So it gives you a nice visualization, something you can take away and present. And I've got a little PDF file that I can do something with. So once again, that's the primer on customer journey mapping. I find it really important. And by the way, you can, of course, maintain customer journeys at a variety of different levels, from very high level to very low level. And they tend to be in parallel with the process levels that would address them. And that's really cool. That's sort of a different spin, a different side of the coin, if you will, on how processes are being done. So I've been JM. You've been a listener. Thank you so much once again for watching the Eris Art of the Possible series. Please leave a like, comment, share, leave feedback. What do you want to see in future videos? And I'm excited to present more of what I love about the Eris platform, some of my thoughts on how to best use it, and in general, how to do business transformation. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one.